Hi, my name's Steve McCrea and I'm here to give you some topics. Take, for instance, raise your child's SAT score. What parents can do. Here are some tips and specific websites that parents can go to. The parent receives a CD along with lists of internet websites to go to. Something that I particularly like is screensaver words. You leave these words flipping through on the child's screensaver in the computer. These screensaver words allow the parent to interact with the child as well and say, do you know what that word means? To draw attention to the child. Words in the kitchen. These words are placed on the kitchen wall, somewhere, refrigerator, somewhere else, maybe perhaps left on the kitchen table. And then the parent says, did someone castigate you today? Did they punish you, or did they say something negative about it? By using these large words and then following it with a simpler word, there's a connection made. This simple technique can be as effective as going to a high-class, very intensive SAT preparation format. The learning takes place for many students in little bits and pieces, not in a 3-hour classroom. Most learning takes place in better situations outside of the classroom. The electronic library. The electronic library for you can include 600 books on one CD. There's 9,000 books on a DVD. Some of these books are probably not very familiar to most people. However, you get all the works of Abraham Lincoln, the collected works of Shakespeare, Emily Dickinson, the founding documents of the United States, Constitution, Articles of Confederation, Bill of Rights. And this CD can double the number of words in many libraries. Learn about the world with GeoQuiz. Up to now, the best way to get interesting 5-minute vignettes about the world around us has been to go to theworld.org and then download onto your computer one of the past stories. Unfortunately, they don't keep all of the stories on their website. So if you want some of the back issues, bring me on board and let me assist. It is now possible for students to receive a CD with back issues of GeoQuiz. GeoQuiz is downloaded through podcasts, but once they have been sitting on the computer for 3 or 4 weeks, then they replace them with the next set of podcasts to be downloaded. So if you're looking for GeoQuiz number 100, it's not there anymore. However, it is on the CD with GeoQuiz. GeoQuiz can also be done as sort of a Jeopardy or some sort of game format, which can be done on this cruise, and selected types. Bits can be either played on the audio system, or there's websites, little flashpoints that can be put up or translated into PowerPoints. Urban legends, using the internet to find out the facts. Urban Legends is a wonderful presentation that presents 5 different ideas that are common. People may believe that if a group of people decide to act together and boycott a particular type of gasoline or a particular vendor of gasoline, this will help to reduce the price because there will be some sort of oversupply or competition. Well, I've fallen for this as well, thinking, oh, well, I'll forward this bit of useful information. Apparently, it doesn't quite work that way. Snopes.com, urbanlegends.about.com, and trutherfiction.com are 3 of the most interesting sources of urban legend myth busting. And it's an entertaining evening that can show what exactly is the way to find out these truths. It's a form of critical thinking analysis. Look for patterns. The Get Ahead book. This is directed toward middle and high school students and their parents. The idea being that by looking for patterns, this is the type of thing that you're looking for in education. Looking for singularities, looking for cycles, looking for the pattern that helps you with the next time that you see this sort of information. Lookforpatterns.com is the associated website. And there's also a CD that goes with Look for Patterns, the presentation. It's a critical thinking, creative thinking sort of presentation. Building international bridges with Skype and with the internet. So many people have heard about chat, but they may fear how exactly or who exactly to talk with. Maybe they only talk with their friends. There is a safe and educational way of using the various IM or instant messaging, also Skype, which allows you to use the computer to call numbers in other countries. Through a safe system of checking out the people on both sides of a conversation, it's possible to arrange for educational, cultural exchange using Skype and other internet methods. Of particular interest, Building International Bridges has an internet site called Building International Bridges, which takes people through the particular media formats that are necessary, the computer equipment that you need to get. What should students learn? How to increase your odds of getting into college. This uses something called the Vornley method. It's a short method that some students have used with success, and it really requires help from adults to make the method work best. Left to their own, many students don't have sufficient long-term insight into how particular aspects of the Vornley method can help. So the presentation is for adults as well as their children, or for grandparents who may want to give their grandchildren a particular edge. This is related to the Find Your Passion method. This links in very nicely with In Praise of Small Schools, the new 3 R's. This presentation is perhaps directed more towards educators. However, anyone who's concerned with school reform or who is a taxpayer may find this interesting, and it's based on research that has been funded by the Gates Foundation. Bill Gates has appeared on Oprah stating that there's a national emergency and there's a place for every person in the new 3 R's, rigor, relationships, and relevance, to bring something extra to our schools, to raise the level of competence, what's coming out of our schools.